of the Texans. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. He's gonna test this secondary right away. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. That pass play good for 22. First down, Buffalo.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Five wide. Alert!
On the ground, this is James Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Slot receiver, headed right. From the gun, it's Allen. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
Here's Cook. He slams it in there, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Makes the score Bills 7, Texans nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off the Buffalo.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Stroud begins with a pass. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Now Allen on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Allen on 3rd down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
On play action, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
All right.
Man in motion, it's Diggs.
Hey, uno.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
2J.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second
Nike
and
Texas.
7.
Nike Texas. Hey, south. Good eye.
Here's Stroud. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Twelve.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Throwing is Stroud. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Texans first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
That's another Houston Texans.
South.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Good eye.
Now Mixon. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ow, what's that? Nike Texas. Hey, Uno Mars. Hey.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
41-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Half 85.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
56. Alert! Middle.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in, Keon Coleman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. Big time play there for Buffalo. 54 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Allen going to give this to Davis. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Oh, ready?
They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
That's right.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 7. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Oh, hey. Oh, bro.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll get this close to a first down. It's about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Christian Benford brings him down. What can they do here on third down and 7? They'll run with Mixon. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
Why, Tony?
They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Christian Harris there on the stop. Play action. It's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Third and 9. Here's Allen to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchdown. And will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
All right. Buggy. Set.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Those are the plays that hurt. Because as a defense, Mike, you feel like you do everything right in your coverage. There's nowhere to go with the ball, but you leave just enough space for the quarterback to not only break contain, but to get outside and pick up the first down with his legs.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? Look the hot, look the hot.
Stroud.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That's caught right side, the tight end, Schultz. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They will work the middle with Mixon. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down for Houston.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
All right.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2nd half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Makes the score Bills 21, Texans 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Pierce for the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What's that? 11.
Dell motioning over. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Texans 6.
Here we go. Hey, uno.
Dell motioning over.
Hey.
Stroud to throw here on first down. A throw left side finds Dell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
Oh, ready. Hey, south. Under. Today.
Now Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Hey, south,
Trailing
south,
late,
south.
they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
Here we go, baby. Let's go.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
South. Hey, uno Mars. Tonight.
Stroud to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And a good return here as he is out of bounds up at the 45.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Cooper going in motion. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
He was brought down by Garrett Stingley. A gain of 16 yards.
1st and 10.
1st down, Buffalo.
Motion man, set right. Cook gets it out of the pistol. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Cooper.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Allen on 3rd down. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, They find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Henry Tuotuo. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Ow, tonight.
On play action, Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Oh, and Collins is wide open. He's got it.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Oh, right. Why, Tony?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. So a road win here for the Bills, and it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.